Hey, what's up, guys? Gonna be doing another VOD review here, another replay review. I actually just recorded a voiceover for this, and I noticed something that I had missed. I didn't really do a good job, so we're gonna be redoing it. So hopefully, I'll be a little more in depth. Um, Jack's down there getting his shit fucked. Warwick goes after red buff, even though he's low HP. I guess he has a lot of healing, so that's interesting. Good fun fact about Warwick. So this is a Yone top into Gwen. Don't know much about Gwen, other than, she gets the empowered Q ability there. And the center of the cone does true damage, so need to be careful of that. I did know this in the game, but I actually just kind of kept forgetting to dodge it. Didn't do very well. Not forgetting. I just didn't. I just didn't know to look for it, like in fights and stuff. So when I notice when I get into fights, my brain kind of shuts off. So I do need to work on that a little bit. Oh, sidestep it there. Pretty nice. Although I am in like safe mode in my brain. In these Yone games, I like to kind of play safe at the beginning because I don't really know what a lot of the champions do when they're more powerful than me, stuff like that. I know you're like usually Yone would probably go in level 1, but I'm just a little too wary to do that since, my mechanics on Yone aren't that good. That's right. I have my E now, which is when I like to start limit testing. So maybe we will see something in a few minutes here now that I'm level 3. But yeah, the E lets me get back to safety, and I can kind of see our damage comparison at this time, so I can know if I should go in, if I shouldn't go in, stuff like that. Pretty basic. Get my Q3, I EN, Q3, miss the W. I did try to walk into the thing there, so it's cool that I knew that. Cool that or not knew that, but cool that I remembered to do that, I should say. Yeah. I did practice CSing a little bit before this game. It does not show, but, gonna start doing that every day. Try to get a little bit better. I mean, this is a form of practice as well, so. Takes the tower shot there. I miss a bunch of CS, and she starts backing. Now, I don't really know what she's getting up to there. Maybe she's trying to make me miss CS by trying to bait me into attacking her to stop the back. Maybe it's some sort of toxic thing people do. I'm not sure. It more just confused me. Yeah, Warwick comes up here for a gank, and she just walks off. That's fine. It, at the very least, shows me that my jungler... Oh, that was way delayed, bro. Okay. It shows me at least that my... Yeah, okay, my jungler pings he's coming in, and steps on the vision that they have in the jungle. So I guess Gwen looked at the map there. Yeah, well, that's fine, that's fine. We like that. We don't like that. Why am I... No, we don't like that. We want Gwen to not look at the map. Maybe we do. Because it makes the game more interesting, the better they play. Not too good, because if they play too good, then I lose. I want them to be the same as me. Or maybe slightly better. I don't know what I'm doing here. It does get me killed. I guess she saw an opportunity there that I didn't see. But that is unfortunate. Doesn't matter. I'm debating between the longsword and the boots here. I end up going with the boots because it gives me more movement speed and lets me walk away from her Q faster. Lets me out of the center, at least, faster. So I have a little bit more reaction time there. Yeah. She backed and she doesn't have TP. I didn't notice this yet, but otherwise maybe would have pushed a little harder. Maybe I'm pushing full force right now, I don't know. Took me a while to level up there. go ward the topside bush, because I am really very much afraid of the jungler. Before this, I haven't had much interaction with Jax, so I was kind of afraid. I knew he was strong. Somehow managed to miss both of those minions there. I guess all three, but I mean the third one was clearly just not within the range of my Q3. But they managed to die both before I even touched them, so unfortunate. I'm a little afraid since Gwen did just kill me, but I'm trying to, you know, be a little more confident. Dodge the Q, so I know she has that ability down. Got my Q3 up. She goes into that. She seems to think that I don't know where the goal is with that. I think she's assuming that that's gonna block my Q3. I could have killed her here, but I misplayed a little bit. That's okay. Probably should have Q3'd first, then W'd, because the Q3 would have let me catch up to her and then, you know, continue fighting. But that's okay. This was a mental win for me because, you know, for a while I realized, okay, I died once, I'm just gonna lose the entire game now. But that's not true. That's what this interaction has showed me, you know? You can come back from everything. I mean, almost everything. So, I back, since I figured Jax was top, and there he is. I'm not sure if I could have gotten plating there. Probably could have gotten some CS out of that at least. But I think I have a CS lead on Gwen. I mean, 4.7 CS isn't great, but as long as I'm ahead of her. And then obviously I am still a little bit cowardly. I'm trying to, you know, grow, learn, become stronger, more confident. But, you know, these things take time. She hits me with, I think that was a fully charged Q. She doesn't seem to go in unless she has it, so yeah, that was fully charged probably. Full pushing the minion wave into me. Which this is a fair strategy because it is making me lose a lot of CS. Managed to get that one. And there she is backing again. I don't really, like, I'm so curious what the game plan is there. Can never tell. But yeah, still very afraid. Not afraid enough to dodge that. Definitely should have Q3'd there because she did use the ability. Could have landed that, but I decided to leave. Not sure why. That would have just been free damage. She was clearly running away, so, you know. Definitely should have Q3'd her. Maybe even all in. But that's fine. Warwick's on the way, so I Q in, I W, I R, miss the R, I E in, and I just face tank all of her abilities, and she ignites me. We win the trade, but I don't W the wave, so I die. A lot can be learned there. So first off, probably don't just stand still. Probably move around a little bit. I mean, you can't auto-attack every millisecond, so I mean, moving is definitely not a bad idea. And then secondly, W the wave. It was clear. I knew I was gonna die there. I was pretty confident that I was dead, so I should have really just W'd the wave and gotten a shield. I'm not sure if Ignite does damage to shields or not, so I can't say for 100%. I did learn that Yone's W does not actually heal him, like I said in the last video. A little bit foolish. It's a shield. I learned how to read. I, for some reason, did not know how to read beforehand, but I learned how to read. So we like that. But yeah, if Yone's W does block Ignite, then I should have W the wave. I mean, I guess it couldn't hurt to do it either way, because, you know, if I'm dead, I'm dead. W will come back out by the time I get into another fight anyway. So, full push the wave, go ward the bush. I'm feeling a little bit disheartened right now because I died there. I do have a slight, I think a 10 CS lead right now. Yeah. So, you know, not a ton of gold over her, and then she has 2 kills, I have 1 assist. I'm not sure what 10 CS translates to in like gold worth, but use my E to dodge that. That is a habit of mine that I don't know if it's good or bad. I like to use my E to evade a lot, kind of like dodge. Not sure if that's good. I mean, it, it, when I think about it, it doesn't seem like it's bad to do that. Especially if I'm playing a little bit more passive. I guess it does remove the ability to use my E again. Like it puts my E on cooldown, it uses the ability. And it has a pretty long cooldown. I cue the minions there. Gwen does the backing trick and goes into the center bush. Of course, I fall for this by noticing it immediately and going to the other side of the wave. Not sure what that's about. Q3 Gwen. I think she was trying to move her ability over so that it wouldn't have hit her, because I would have been outside of the range. But she was just a little bit too slow. Yeah. Just feeling a little disheartened because, you know, 1 assist, 10 CS gap is, you know, probably not great into 2 kills. Here's where I noticed the CS gap, so I'm just like, I'm not gonna even go after you if you do that. Because if you do back, then that's good for me. I remember the chance that she's just walked into the bush trying to get the jump on me, so I just play on the other side of the bush. Jax hasn't shown his face here, so I'm fairly confident Jax isn't going to come top. Missed the Q3 there. Let's see. Oh, my ult. Q3. W, Q, and I flash away. Come on. Just barely misses the Q. Look at that healing from that Doran shield. It's goated as hell. Notice she stayed, and we're at about the same health now. And I'm like, okay, with my W I can do something. I see Warwick over there. Warwick's clearly got some sort of bloodlust, so I go back in. Gwen goes into the bush. And that is unfortunate. Honestly, so my W didn't land because of either her just walking behind me while I was using it. I didn't quite see. I didn't get the frame by frame there. So either she walked behind me or she was in the circle and I was outside of it. So honestly, the best play for me there would have just been trying to bait Gwen out of the bush. Because I doubt she could have killed Warwick. So yeah, that's unfortunate. I did try to W, so I figured she would be able to kill me. She just happened to either dodge it or be in the Gwen circle, and I wasn't. I did try to walk into it, but that was a very confusing fight for me. I TP back in. Gwen doesn't have TP, so I gain nothing there. Maybe a little bit of CS. Keep the minions. I'm afraid of Gwen now, because, you know, another death assist trade. Not a fan of that. W Gwen, missed the Q. Push the minions under tower. Kind of just wandering around. I see Jax is in the bot jungle. That's what I was just looking for there. So I know that I am pretty safe to go in. Bad things are happening bot right now. Bot jungle. Well, actually, that looks like an even trade, 2 for 2. Although I think Warwick might have had a shutdown, and I'm not sure if Jax would have. That's all good though. Gwen tries the backing trick, and I don't know if you're looking at the map, but you could see I have a ward there, so I watched her just walk out of the back into the center bush there again. So, you know, I just farm the CS, or farm the wave, because by standing in the bush, she's just losing all of this CS. Kind of widen the gap here. Not sure what this play is. Is she that confident that she can kill me, maybe? She's about to miss the cannon. I think she comes out for it. I pretend to ward. Yeah, she gets me. She gets me a little bit. I'm at half health. So, yeah. Nothing too eventful there. She, I think, does it again. No, she just comes forward. Yeah, so I go in with my E. It's a little bit of a poke. Just a small poke. Now we're back to even health. I W that Q, and I come out on top in that trade. I ult, because it looks like I can win. Ult gets me behind her Q, and I win. So that's pretty hype. She had 3 kills. I had I think, around a 20 CS gap here, 2 assists. So one of 2 things are possible. One, Yone's goated. Yone just kicks ass. Or I guess there's a lot of things. So yeah, Yone's goated. Gwen is not great. The player misplayed that, potentially. Or 20 CS is actually a lot of gold, and I was ahead somehow. Which, if that's the case, you know, that's pretty cool. It's kind of shows you really do need to focus on CSing. I never really was super focused on it. I would like tunnel vision on the laner, and the minions were kind of just there for a while. That's probably why that's probably why I'm an iron. But I would usually get like a 4 average, like 4 CS per minute, 3. Not very good. But yeah, I'm trying to get better at this so that, you know, I can come back from an early loss or just snowball my lead. Hit her with that Q3 for some crazy damage. Feeling pretty happy right now, pretty satisfied. Still a little nervous because I'm pretty confident that I'm more powerful than her. However, I still kind of fumble a bit in fights. Like I'm like button mashing, missing abilities, like that. Missed the ult there. Yeah, she gets away, hides under tower. I'm waiting for my E to come back up, and then I'm like, I don't know. But, yep, Diane kills her. It's from off camera there. So, pretty happy about that. So now I get the turret. Now I get the tower. Pretty happy about that. Pretty hype. We like to see it. So yeah. This game has actually been really helpful for me. A lot of the time when I fall behind, I get kind of tilted, and I'm like, oh, you know, I just kind of lost the game. But it's clearly not the case, you know? There's always opportunities. And then this game, I also tried to make a point of looking at the map a little more. Which does help me pick up a couple kills. So, you know, we like that. It's important. So, yeah. See my two best friends in the enemy jungle. I think they're chasing down Jax. Or maybe they're just trying to steal his red buff. Oh no, they're chasing him. So I start to go up that way. I'm like hoping I can make it on time. I have TP, so I could have teleported in there, but they don't need me because Diana is the god gamer. Place a ward in the enemy jungle, go look at them. You know, you can't not go look at them. Come down here because I see Lux on the map is very much overextended. She has no tier 1, so, and I'm behind her. She Qs me, but I ult, so, and that's taken care of. Pretty easy. Gives me the Rammus thumbs up. We like that. We like that. And I go into our jungle. See, I'm kind of confused on what to do with myself in this stage of the game, because the wave is kind of pushed up top. The Jax and Gwen are both alive. I don't really know where they are. Oh, I choose not to back. Oh yeah, I'm going to try and pick up the wave mid, but I kind of just missed it. Jax is just standing there. Not sure why. Then I notice on the map that people are going in bot, so, you know, hop on the bandwagon. I can go bot. I can go bot, guys. And then I accidentally right-click on Atacon. But, you know, I don't want to look like, you know, I just misclicked. So you gotta go all in. You gotta get Atacon now. See, like, I would have preferred to go kill the other two first, but I accidentally clicked on him, and I don't want my teammates to think I'm a loser. So we get Atacon. Go in. I missed my Q on that person, then I just kill the Ashe. Ashe gets your set fucked as usual. Nothing new there. Go into the jungle. Think about clicking on the blast cone there. Choose to take Gromp because, you know, enemy jungle. Enemy jungle. Jax and Lux are destroying the middle lane with Rift Herald, but I see Warwick goes up, scares him off, so I TP to top to stop Gwen from taking the turret.
An enemy has been slain.
I wanted to back because I do have, what's it, shield bow. Missed my ult there, she misses hers. So I'm kind of defeated, walk away, because I forgot that she was missing the tier 1, but it doesn't matter because my entire team is here for some reason. Couldn't tell you why. So now I'm like, I'm gonna go pick up the Immortal Shield Bow, start building into some Infinity Edge, and head over to the dragon. See Ashe bot. Ashe doesn't really pose a threat, I don't think. I actually have no idea. I don't think I ever looked at her score. I just kind of was like, yeah. But yeah. One thing I do struggle with in this game is like, how do I fight Ashe as Yone? Because like, I can EN, but oh, that's unfortunate. I can EN, but she just uses the like cone of slowing arrows, and then just walks away from me. And she could just keep poking me like that. So I don't really know how to do that. Maybe I just have to alter. But she'd have to make a mistake for that to happen. So I don't know. Kind of just walking in circles here, waiting to see if something happens. Nothing does. Warwick pings that he's going top, so naturally the entire team follows. And everyone gets in line to go say hi to Jax. Diana's first. Diana dies. Then Misfortune. Misfortune's dead. And it's Warwick's turn now. But I don't wait in line. I'm not British. So, my turn. Easy kill there. See if we can chase the Senna here. E into the bush. Probably not a good idea. Well, actually, people use their E to chase. Probably not the worst thing in the world. Gwen thinks that she can defeat me in a 2v1. I mean, Ashe is there, but she's kind of just poking me. Turned back. I probably should have gone in with Warwick there because Ashe did kind of run into him a little bit. She did flash there at the end, I believe. But I probably should have turned around there. Because Warwick could have done something maybe. Go into this bush, start backing. Gotta go buy that pickaxe. One thing I did this game, I might have missed it already, I'm not quite sure, but I backed without having enough money to buy anything. And I do things like that sometimes. Like this especially, I'm very indecisive. Go mid. See 3 people. Press tab again. Yeah, I'm kind of just all over the place. I'm not really quite sure what to do in this phase of the game. So I'm just trying to CS a little bit. I figured they'd turn away when they see me. So I think I have a pretty major lead on everyone. I should beat almost everyone 1v1. I'm a little nervous about... Oh. Just gonna go fight Diana there. Or fight with Diana. But she is taken out before we can get in there. Unfortunate. So I go stand in the jungle. I see everyone mid. I see this opportunity for a 3-man. Turns into a 0-man. E over the wall. Jax uses that, so I E back. Just pick up the kill on Gwen there. Probably there I could have just not missed my R Lamau. Would have been pretty cool. Although we didn't lose anyone. I actually could have dove her there, I'm pretty sure, but I was a little too afraid. Start backing, and then I see my team ping Baron. So, you know, I just gotta go head over there, help him out. That's another thing, I'm not really super aware of when to get Baron, but I guess I am. Jungler dead. And 2 other people, so it should be a pretty uncontested Baron. Sin is afraid of us. So that was actually... So I do know, I just don't know when to start looking for stuff like that, I guess. But, yeah. So I've got Baron, we'll go mid, oh, bot, actually, top, oh, mid. Bot. Yeah, I really do need to start figuring out what I need to do. I usually like to kind of split push. So if I was playing a split push sort of playstyle, I would have gone top here to take out that tier 2 tower. Try to pull some attention away from Dragon, which is coming up soon actually. They take care of Ashe there. It's a 4v4 now. They team fight. I'm a little worried because I don't know which one of us is doing all the damage. I'm like concerned that it's me. Curious to see if I can dive Senna, so I try it. Pretty easy. Easy dive there. Take a lot of damage from the tower, but not too concerned about that at the moment. Continue pushing. Diana spam pings the Elder Dragon, and I'm like, you guys got that. They're all dead. And here, my ego takes control of me. I realize I'm dead, so I ult in to try to at least kill Ashe and die to the tower. Giving Ashe a 1,000 gold shutdown. As usual, Ashe gets her shit fucked, but unfortunately, she gets that. She seems to be playing as a support, so maybe that's fine. I didn't actually get to look at her items, so maybe she's just like building normal Ashe items and not actually a support. I mean, if that's the case, I think she maybe would have done more damage to me, because her ult And like she used her ult and that one ability, and it did like a quarter of my health. I'm not sure how much damage Ashe usually does. How much health do I have? 2,700. Okay, maybe she is building Ashe items. I don't know. So yeah, either way, probably shouldn't just give people 1,000 gold for free. In hindsight, probably should have backed off because I was kind of low from diving the last person, and Senna didn't really do too much damage to me. It was, I imagine, mostly the tower. So I probably should have just backed off there because I didn't really have enough health to tank more tower shots. Come up here to stop Jax. Jax does a decent amount of damage to me, so I think he thinks he can kill me. But by the time he realizes he can't, it's too late and he goes down. Meanwhile, my team is absolutely destroying top lane, or, well, mid lane. No, they're in their base. That's not mid lane anymore. That's their base. So I TP in to try to help, but I pressed the teleport button after they had all died, so there was not really anything for me to do. So I just auto a few times, and that's the game. Yeah, that's about it. See ya.